everyone, it's Leanne again. How are you all? Um, I've been working on a little paper journal. Um, this one here. First of all, I'll just show you some artwork that I did for a challenge. I think it was Mike Deacon's challenge, and this was part of a bigger sheet. And it was my first attempt. And I thought I'd use it somehow because it was just sitting in an art book. And I thought I'd cover my journal with it. So I've done the front page. I've left a little bit around the edges like that. Can you see? Let me just move the camera a tiny bit to get the best picture. A bit hard. Okay, so there you go. There's the front cover. I've cut it out. I used my guillotine and cut it out. Now I'm going to cut one out for the back. So that's what I'm going to do. But in my little journal, this is just some black cardboard that I had laying around. I just cut it up to the size I wanted. Oops, my ruler's gone. I think my husband took it, so I can't measure it for you, but it, have a look at my hand. You can see the size is a bit bigger than my hand. So anyway, I cut that up, and then I took out some pages that interest me, and I cut them the one size, or similar sizes, and I've placed it in my book. It's just these pages here I've got a bingo chart. We'll just run through them. This is my favorite page, which is Captain Cook. Isn't he lovely? Now, this was an art paper that I used to download his image. As you can see, it's a beautiful image. It's lovely. Anyway, I've got some maps there, some of the maps that he moved around with his boat, his ship around Australia. There's another map when he went to North America, Hawaii, Tahiti, the Cook Islands, that sort of thing. Music is my life. This is another sheet of music. This is a sample of some wallpaper, sample only. There's another music sheet. There's another sample only of wallpaper. Another bingo card. And then I've got a double entry diary page in the middle there if you want to write something in. But anyway, that's what I'm working on. Oops, I didn't show you the rest of it. I've got an American flag here. Now this flag is pretty. It's from 1774, which is a beautiful time. And isn't that gorgeous? It's lovely. Tea and coffee importers, Boston, Chicago, and Montreal. 1774. It's lovely. Beautiful page. And then I've got a receipt page like that. And it's got a little stamp there. Then I've got another bingo sheet. And then I've got the front page, of course. Now, they sort of all fit in there. It's good to have them the one length because it looks neater and a little bit more professional. So it fits into my book like that. And what I'm going to do is cover the front and the back. Now, I've got some... Well, I'll just put that in the book because that's what I'll show you next. So, okay, let's just cover this book. I've cut the first one out. and I have to do the back. So what I'm going to do is put this here and draw it. Pencil, pencil, here we go. Now it's going to have to come up to there. Oops, that line went a bit wonky. And to there. And just there. Okay, now I'm going to have to use the guillotine. Let's put them there for a second, excuse me. And I'll pull up the big guillotine. Now don't be shocked when you see it. It's a cheap guillotine that I've had for a long time. But it works. And here it is. Oh dear. Now it has this big arm here. It's quite dangerous. Right, so we're going to cut that. And cut it right on that line that we drew. I've just got to get it on the line, that is. Alright, that seems to be straight enough. Right, I've got some paper there I can use for something else. And then we've got this here, which goes about there. And there's another piece. Right, we'll just see if it fits the back of the page. We may need to take a little bit more off or whatever. Let me see. You know what? That's pretty perfect. So, there we go. So I'm going to put this guillotine away. Oops, sorry about that. The camera hit it. No, I hit the camera. Right. So there we go. We've got our back page and our front page. Now, as you can see, this page here, it's got some lips on it, some hot lips. It says, take the road less travelled. It's got some a whiz down here. Whiz up some stuff. Suitcase, half a suitcase. And the front cover's got a boat, a ticket, a journey, and wanderlust, which is a strong desire or impulse to travel and explore the world. Isn't that lovely? I love these colours. Orange is my favourite colour, with those turquoise and teal colours as well. So it's got some maps and some words and some things, and they're all been stuck over. But anyway, that's good. So I was wondering what to try. Now this is the front. Wondering what sort of glue to use. Now I thought about this sticky tape here. It's double-sided. My husband bought it and I'm not fond of it, but I think it'll be strong enough to hold. I'll just find the end bit. Here we go. Because it's so double-sided, it's taking the sticky off everything. Whenever you touch it. So I'll just concentrate on this. Do it as fast as I can without boring you to tears. That worked out okay, that one. Alright, next one. Now, if you lose the end of this, it takes forever to find it. From experience. Now, it's a Sunday here in Sydney, Australia, that is, if you're from overseas. And it's an overcast day. It had been a little chilly last night for a spring, but it's still a beautiful day. The flowers and the birds, well, the flowers are out for spring. Everything's budding up, getting their buds so that they can flower and produce fruit. I've got a lemon tree, a lime tree. Got quite a few trees down the back growing in some pots. What else have I got? I've got veggies growing at the moment. I've got tomatoes that are crazy growing. And I've got radish growing. Let me see, what else? I've got radish, tomatoes, carrots. I've got carrots growing. And I've got some lettuce growing. And what's the other? Oh, what do you call those green leafy things? They're fast growing, quick growing. They're peppery. I can't think of the name at the moment. Leafy greens anyway, which I eat a lot of. See, now I've lost the end, and it's going to take me a while to find it. So bear down, hang on a minute. Stop the boats. But I think I may have found it. This one. No. Dear, oh dear, I told you this would take forever. Found it. Got it. Right, stuff is really, I want to say a real silly word, but I won't. Might offend someone. This is horrible stuff. I don't see the value of it very much. Double-sided tape. I tried to explain to my husband. Double-sided tape is, you know, that other stuff that you use for scrapbooking. Oops, this is sticky, icky. Right, now this is the front. So here we go. We're going to try and put this on. I am going to try and put it on. It looks pretty good. Right, I'll just get a card out. Look, a nice little flower stuck to it. Right, I'm just going to see how it goes with these. I'll just use it. Right, now I think I've done it. I think I have. Yes, I have. And there it is. Can you see that? Just take that up a little bit. Right, now let's do the back with that terrible tape. Ugh. And here we go. Right. Now I'm still thinking about those leafy greens, what they were called. They're peppery. They grow so quick. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to go outside and have a look. But anyway, I've got them growing. I've got them growing in what do they call those things? Wonder pots. They're called wonder pots. Yeah, no, smart pots. There you go. Some sort of smart pot. Now, a smart pot is made out of that. Now, I use them. I use the Woolworths bags for gardening. I put some good soil in it that I've made up myself, and then I put vegetables in them because they're easy to, you just pick them up and move them around. And that's what I do with the cloth bags, that clothy material you get from the bags at the supermarkets. I shouldn't say Woolworths, but I do have a few nice Woolworths bags out there that I have, and I've got tomatoes growing in them. And they grow pretty well in those pots because they're aerated for a start, so they've got air around them and the soil can be easily watered, and you can move those bags around. So that's why I use them. You can buy the very expensive smart pots, but I've bought a cheaper version of them. I'd like to be able to afford those big smart pots. They're very expensive. I like them, but you get the cheaper version on eBay. You just buy the bags, the smart pot bags, and I've used, as I said, 2 supermarket ones. They work in the supermarket ones. They're made out of that sort of material, that, I don't know what you'd call that material, that fabric that they use. Who knows? I'm not a fabric person, so I'm not in that industry, so I don't know what they call it, but nonetheless, they work quite well. Growing veggies, and you should try it. I have it on my balcony, all my veggies, because it's easy to get to. I water them. I have my what do you call it, hose with my big wand, and you just push it on and turn it on, so it's convenient. Have it on full time, and it's convenient just to water your gardens, your plants, that is. Right, let me just see how we're going here. Right, first of all, get the sides, and then push back and do the front. Once you get the sides done, like that, I think that's okay. Right, there you go. I've done it, and that's my book. It's given some weight to it now. It had a little bit of weight before, but that painting that I did, that artwork, it's heavy work because it's got a lot of bits and pieces on it. There's a bit of tape showing here and there that might be a bit sticky. Just cut it off. There we go. So there's my book. There it is there. What do you think? I love it. And see, these pieces here left over, you can use as pockets or whatever. It'll match the front of the book. So, okay, I'm going to put my book in. And I'm going to go to Captain Cook. Now, Captain Cook, I've got his maps there. I had this piece left over, and I thought I'd do a pocket here. I have this beautiful postcard. It's got a map of Australia on it just there in the corner. Comes from one of those pads, and it's got some, what do you call them? Oh, they're not bottle brushes, but they're plants that are native. And I thought I'd put it in there with Captain Cook. It's a postcard, and Captain Cook could be writing it. His postcard, I don't know. But then I've got his maps here, some maps that he did. Let's just have a look at one. This one here is Australia, and he's coming from this direction here, as it says, South Pacific. It goes around New Zealand, then up Australia, Indonesia and PNG. Christmas Islands over there. And there you go. That one's an interesting map. That's on beautiful art paper once again. It gives it a different look. And here's another one. This one's here where he went from. That's England, isn't it? And then he's travelled this way. Well, he's travelled that way home, but he's come this way, down here, right through New Zealand, through the Cook Islands, Tonga, Tahiti, Hawaii, and then up to North America, and then back home again to here. Well, that's not home, is it? No, that's Africa, isn't it? Wherever that is. But anyway, that's another map, and that's with the beautiful art painting paper. It gives it a beautiful feel. Captain Cook's beautiful. Now I'm going to move that up there. I'm going to get my cutter here, and I'm going to, let me just see first, just going to chop this down a bit so the postcard fits in, but I only want it to about the edge of there. Pencil, here we go, pencil. So we'll cut it off to about there, I think. Let's see how that goes. Right, just turn that light around so I can see a little bit better. Right, about there. Right, let's just have a look how that goes. Alright, that's not too bad. Now, this is what it's going to look like. That's Captain Cook. Right, so I'm going to decorate that page. I'm going to take it out of Captain Cook, move him up there. I think I'll use that same tape because it seems to stick okay. It's very sticky. I don't like it. I suppose it should be in a dispenser. Once again, if I can't find this, I'll give up straight away, but there it is. And I'll be able to peel that up. Right, turn it over. Right. There we go there. Oh dear. This stuff is so sticky. It's such rubbish to use. I shouldn't be like that. I mean, I'm using it, aren't I? Okay. I'll just do the back as well. Get that black piece off on the cardboard. Right, Captain Cook goes that way, so we've got to do the sticky that way. Alright, that looks okay. God, that stuff's horrible. Right. Right. So I think that we can now, put it down. That there. Right. So there is my pocket under here, Captain Cook, its name on it, and a postcard like that. Right, let's put it back in the book. And as you can see, I'll just put it together and show you what it'll look like. It's Captain Cook. And that's what it's going to look like. Now, can you see that? There we go. Captain Cook, and he's got his postcard and his name's there and his name's up here. Now that reminds me, I got a new toy yesterday. It's called, excuse me, coming across the camera, it's called the Brother P-Touch. And it does labels. So I've got some labels here like I showed you. Now, I was going to put on this one, maps. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it. I want capital letter for the first one, so I press that. And then I'm going to do M, touch that again to go down to lowercase. A, P, S, maps. Now I want to print it. Copies, 1, yes. And here we go. Here it comes. Oh dear. Still got the Valentine's hearts on it. See how it comes out? I have to cut them off and I have to change the machine when I work it out. I'm still learning. But I will cut the Valentine's hearts off. That one just a bit went squeef. Let's see. Yep, that's right. I'll just turn that off. Right, now on the back of these little tags, these labels, you fold it in half because it's got a piece up top to rip off and a piece at the bottom. I rip one of them off, and until I get where I want to put it, I'll put it there like that, and then I turn the bottom up like this and I rip the bottom piece off, sticky tape like that, and then you put it down, and that's maps. So I've got the maps label there as well as Captain Cook, and there's his postcard to send to his family or write what he wanted to do in his journal, or a postcard to his loved ones. And that's a page I've just done. So I've done one page today and I've covered the whole book in my art paper that I did, the challenge that I did. And I'll come back and do another page. I've finished Captain Cook. I'll do another page in this journal. I don't know which one. Not sure. Not sure. But I'll look at a page and then I'll think about decorating it somehow. I've done this one with the label maker, Music is My Life, down here. And there's Captain Cook. And I've got that American flag. I'll think about that. But anyway, I've covered my journal. And I've done some... Oops, that doesn't seem to be sticking there. Because it's getting a little bit fatter. So it's... I don't want it too fat. Otherwise, this won't lay flat. Maybe I'll stick that down with something else. But there you go. There's my journal. And this is my new little machine. Now this button here actually cuts the tags off. Now I'm just going to see if I can change. Well, clear that. Now, auto design category. I'm going to change all that. I think that's cleared it. Menu, language, width, label length, margin, file, cable, deco mode. Don't know what that is. preview it. Feed. Unit. Language gone back. Alright, so I'm going to turn it off now, but that's the Brother. The brand Brother. It was on special, I think, for $29.95. And it comes with different coloured label stickers. Also cloth. You can do the cloth one for your clothing or for any of your projects, shabby chic projects using fabric or whatever. Or you can use it on paper as well, the fabric ones. So that's my new little gadget, and I love it. I saw Mike Deacon have one, and I've wanted one ever since. And that was quite a few years ago, so now that I have it, I love it. I have to learn all about it. But there's my journal. This is actually going to someone that I know who wants everything of mine. I don't know why. I'm not that great at crafts, but I like to have fun. I did get some watercolour pencils yesterday, and I was just testing some of it out. Some coloured pencils. And that's about it. So what I'll do is I'll do another page. When I get it ready, I'll come back and film it and show you, so I can finish off this book here. I got some new washi tape yesterday as well. That and those colours. Yeah, not too bad. And I'll see you in the next video. So bye for now.